And gas prices are holding steady as millions of Americans hit the road. GasBuddy's predicting a national average of $3.02 per gallon on Thanksgiving Day. That's the same as last year and one of the cheapest holiday averages since the pandemic. Let's bring in GasBuddy's head of petroleum analysis, Patrick De Haan, for more. Patrick, thanks for joining us. So why are gas prices so low right now compared to previous years?
Yeah, good morning, Dan. There's a lot really into this. Really, the gist of it, though, OPEC has continued to increase or restore oil production for much of this year. That's put a lot of downward pressure on oil prices. Now, for those saying, well, gas prices are about the same as last year, while oil is much lower than last year, well, there's also some catching up. Refinery maintenance season is just wrapping up. That's a time of year that refineries generally retool and work on their facilities to make sure they're reliable. That refinery maintenance now wrapping up. That's going to mean that refineries are able to ramp up oil into their plants. That means more gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel will be produced. So as we get closer to Christmas, I think the news will continue to improve with gas prices potentially falling below $3 a gallon in the next few weeks.
A GasBuddy survey shows 60% of Americans plan to take a road trip this year compared to 72% last year. That's a pretty sharp drop. What's the reason for it?
Well, Dan, I think there's a little bit of nervousness in the U.S. economy. We're seeing the stock market fluctuate. Job losses have amounted this year to the most significant since 2022. But it's not all bad news. Gas prices relatively low. For their part, 74% of respondents to our survey said gas prices are not impacting their travel plans this year. But still, there's a lot of jitter within consumers. The University of Michigan reporting that consumer sentiment has fallen to its lowest level since June of 2022. Along with the government shutdown, the record-setting government shutdown just a month ago, we think Americans are a little bit nervous about the economy, and that could be keeping some closer to home.
So any tips for smooth travel this week?
Well, certainly doing a little bit of planning, whether you're flying or hitting the road, doing a little bit of planning goes a long way. You'll see the map behind me. Gas prices all over the place, still nearing $5 a gallon in California, whereas some stations in Oklahoma and Texas are falling close to $2 a gallon. So gas prices vary across the board. Get all that extra weight out of the vehicle if you're hitting the road for Thanksgiving. 2/3 of Americans said that they're going to be crossing a state line for their Thanksgiving travel. Keep in mind, crossing those state lines, that's a danger zone for gas prices. Gas prices vary significantly, in some cases up to $1 a gallon by crossing into a new state.
And you say gas prices will likely drop even more for Christmas. Why?
Yeah, a lot of that, again, due to refinery maintenance, which is wrapping up. As those refineries ramp up output, that means more gasoline supplies. We get closer to the holidays. While many Americans think that gasoline demand magically jumps the week of Thanksgiving, because most Americans are spending several days off of school and work, typically Thanksgiving as a week tends to see slightly lower demand than the week before and the week after it.
All right, Patrick De Haan, we appreciate your time today. Thank you.
Thanks, Diane.